All right. So now we're doing FreeCodeCamp Legacy Python for everybody. Files as a sequence exercise. All right. So let's go on to this right now.
Hello and welcome to Python.
Put my headphones on. I forgot about that. Go to the beginning with the right arrow key and then go 1, 2 arrow keys to the left, 2 left arrow keys over to here. All right. So what we're going to do here is write a program to read through a file and print the contents of the file line by line, all in uppercase. Executing the program will look as follows. So we'll say Python shout.py. We'll call it something else. We're going to enter a file name, inbox, short, whatever, and it's going to put everything that of our file, everything in our file in uppercase down here. All right, so let's do that. First off, let's open up our things. We need to have our what is this thing called? Text editor open, and we also need to have our notes because it's going to tell us a little more in detail what we need to do. All right, so let's get rid of this one. Let's say file. Let's make a new folder. Why not? So new folder, not inside of this. No. Okay. Let's go like that, I guess. I don't know. New folder. No, that doesn't work either. Let's go here. How do we do this? Oh yeah, click outside of the thing. Okay, cool. Now let's do new folder, and let's call it EX07. That's not it. I'm doing it no look as usual. 01. Come on out. 01. There we go. Let's open it up and let's do a new file. All right. And this time, let's save it because last time I didn't do it right. This time, let's do let's call it ex01.py. All right, and press enter, and that opens it up. Thusly, let's get rid of the ex01.py from the last one and start up right here. So let's go back to the video because I kind of forgot what we were supposed to do already. Write a program, read through a file, print contents line by line, all in uppercase. All right, so let's type that down. Let's do the comment. What was it? Input. What was it? Read through a file and print the contents. So we're going to need to have an input thing here so they can give us the file name. And then we're going to read through the file and print the contents of the file line by line. All right, so input, read, print, all upper. Okay, cool. Let's do that. Input, print. No. Input, read, print, all upper. And this is just for me. And if you want to do it too like this or however you want to do it, it doesn't really matter. This is just so we don't have to keep going over there. So let's start over here on line 3. So we're going to need to do an input. So let's say file input equals, and then we'll do input, and we will say, let's do it string file name like that. That should be good. All right. So now once they give us the file name, we're going to need to do the little thing where we read through the file, right? So let's go down here, not read through the file, but something. Anyway, let's go over here to the notes and check it out and see exactly what we got to do. Because we know where it is. I just don't remember exactly what it is. So let's come down here. That's why we make the notes, right? So here we go. What are we doing? File handle. Okay, so we need to do the file handle equals open whatever. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll come back over here and we'll say file handle equals open. All right, and we'll put the file input in there. All right, just like thusly. Okay, handle. Let's spell that right too. Why not? So now that we've got that, we're reading it. So that's reading it. Now let's print it. So we're going to have to do that for loop to print it. Let's go look at the for loop over here on the notes. All right. So we got the for loop somewhere. So here's the for line in file handle. And we'll just say print line. We don't need to do any if statement. All right. So we'll do that. The if let's say down here, if line in file handle. All right, we'll say line. That's not it. 4. Yep. 4 line and file handle. We'll say line. We'll say print. We'll say print line. Dot upper, right? Let's go make sure that's what it is. I know it's dot upper because I did this in this thing called rehearsal. But remember, we did do the uppercase stuff. We'd have to go up here to the chapter 6 stuff, but we got make everything uppercase right here. We got the dot upper thusly. So we'll say line dot upper, and let's do a control S. Let's do a right click right here on this name. Let's go to reveal in file explorer. Yes. And then let's click this empty space where the little folder action is. And then let's say CMD thusly. Let's press tab, home, and then Python space enter, file name. Okay. So now we need a file name. Let's use the notes. Let's use the notes. Let's save this file, save as. Let's say save as. Okay, so let's take, maybe this will work. Let's do save as, click this line. This is what I'm doing. Clicking this line here, doing a control C. Let's see if this works. No. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be sweet? Didn't work. All right, cool. So this PC desktop. Let's just, because I don't know how to get to that. I do know how to get to this though. Actually, check this out. Let's do this. Let's open up this in File Explorer, right? Reveal in File Explorer. Come up here, because see, look, I didn't clean up my desktop, so I don't want to get onto the desktop right now. So let's go over here. Let's say PY4E. Let's open that up, and let's open up 7, and let's take this, and then let's save the notes here. Oh, what a stupid video. Whatever, I don't care. Let's save these notes. Let's do file save as. We shouldn't have done that. We could just come up here. Let's go to the notes on the desktop. Right here. Let's click this. No, it still didn't work. It's not going to work. Where's the prompt file explorer? Yeah, it's not going to work. But here's this. Yeah, we can do this. Check this out. We can do this. Copy that. See, it wouldn't want to be a desktop. Let's get rid of this desktop here. Oh, come on. We can't do that. Okay, we can't just click it. We got to move with the keyboard top. And then let's say Python notes. Okay, doesn't work because is that not the name of it? The capital. Okay, let's try that again. Let's do capital. You can't do Control A either. All right, so let's run it again. Okay, file name. Let's press Control V. Okay, and then let's say Python, capital Python. This is probably going to be my last video, honestly. I'm probably going to start doing lives from here on out. So just letting you know. Come on! Nah. What a piece of crap! Let's save this as. Let's go to PY4E. Let's go in here and save it as Python notes. Let's just call it notes. So we don't have any bothersome details. All right, let's try that again. This is part of learning, guys. File name. Let's just say notes. Notes.txt. There we go. Okay, because it's in the same file as the these are all our notes, all in uppercase. Look at that. So yeah, that's how we do it. It worked. And now let's watch Gandalf talk about it. Let's come over here. Let's go.
And this, honestly, for everybody, my name is Charles Severance. I'm your instructor. And in this particular video, we are going to do exercise 7.1. And this, honestly, even though it's a really simple exercise, is one of my favorite exercises in the book, because in chapters 1 through 6,
that doesn't seem good.
We've been just kind of learning the basic mechanics. It's like we just, it says bonjour, and we say bonjour, and we're learning, but it's not very fun because we're not really solving it. So this is our first program that's going to read a file and do something with it. And the only thing we're going to do is we're going to convert it to uppercase. So it's just a really simple file, okay? So here we go. But the nice thing, so this is important though, I keep it simple because you got to figure out how to manage files. And that's the payoff for everything that we've done up till now. So let's close that one and say File, New Folder, EX0701. Welcome to Files. Here we are in Files, File, New File. And I'm going to say File, Save As, and put it in EX0701, and I'm going to call it, I could probably come up with a better naming convention than these things, but it works for me, and I'm a programmer. So here we have this file. Let's start up a shell, a terminal program, command line in Windows, shell in Unix, CD desktop, CD Python for everybody, folder in the desktop, Py4E, CDEX07 tab to get me to that. I'm in this working directory and I have these files in there, and so I say Python 3, Python 3 EX07. I saved this, so it's an empty file. Python's perfectly happy running absolutely nothing because I guess you've made no mistakes. Okay.
True. I guess.
Here's the key thing. We have, in this situation, we've got to have this file. And this version of the website has pythonlearn.com. This could also be py4e.com. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to control click on this, control click, open link in new tab. Okay. So now I have this new tab, and this is the file. Okay, and this is the file that we're going to read. We're going to read this file. Okay?
Reading the notes is better.
Stuff in this file. You're going to get to know this file really well. The key is that we've got to put this file in this directory because this program is running in this directory, and this program needs to open the file.
That's what we did.
This is where if you got some magic little button in, whatever,
no such thing as magic.
Click run Python, it doesn't know what directory it's running in. And so we've got to get this file in directory so the program runs in the same directory so it can open the file we're looking at, right? So here's the directory we want to go to. And I'm going to say, so I've got this file sitting here, and this works for text files. Once they're sort of viewable in the browser, I'm going to say File, Save Page As, and I'm going to go to my desktop. Make this a little bigger. Python for everybody, EX0701, and you'll see this is sitting here, and I'm just going to say save. So that's now been saved as if I downloaded the file. So let's go into the terminal and do an ls. And so you see that by my...
you can do that if you want. I think we're just going to, honestly, I just think the notes are going to be open for each one of these videos, so we might as well just use the notes. I don't think we're going to do anything too crazy. Actually, we might, now that I think about it, we might actually be like searching through specific, like we'll search all the receives. I'll double click this like it was actually
action
open.
here.
What the hell?
Hello and welcome to Python Now.
Oh, that's so annoying. You get to go through it too. I'm not editing this out. A lot of people are like, yeah, you just edit the boring parts out. No. That's not happening. You get to, if I'm suffering, you're suffering. We're suffering. We're suffering together.
A file one. Probably
Okay,
come up with
where are we?
because this program is running in this directory and this program needs to open the file. Run Python, it doesn't know what direct, so it can open the file. So I've got this file sitting here, and this works for text files. Once they're sort of viewable in the browser,
this is good enough.
I'm going to say File, Save Page As, and I'm going to go to my desktop. Make this a little bigger. Python for Everybody, EX0701. And you'll see this is sitting here, and I'm just going to say save. So that's now been saved as if I downloaded the file. So let's go into the terminal and do an ls. And so you see that by my action here in the browser, I have saved a file into the exact same folder that I've got the code for 7.1. So now I can open this file and I can make sense of this file. Okay, so I'm going to Atom, and you see Atom even sees the file. So now I can even open the file in Atom. And here's the file.
We should have done that.
Atom knows how to read these text files. And so away we go.
Let's go see if VS Code knows how to read these text files. Because look, Microsoft bought. I'm pretty sure Microsoft did buy who Atom. Anyway, let's do this. There it is, right there. There it is, right there. Oh my god! And it's in all black and white. It's all black background and white. Can we add to this? Come on, man. Can we add to this? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my goodness! Guess what we are doing from here on out, where we're writing these notes. Look at that. Oh, that's so good. I'm glad we watched these videos. I'm so glad we were watching these videos. This is the kind of the gold that you get out of the sifting all through the Harry Potter and the bad jokes.
So now ex07.py. This next few lines of code you're going to get to know pretty well. And so I'm going to create a variable called come back. I was in the wrong place. I'm going to open the file with the open command. fh equals open mbox short.txt. Now remember that open does not actually read the file. It kind of gives us this little portal where we can take a look at the file. And so if I print fh, you might expect that it would contain all this data, but it doesn't. It just is a file handle. So let me run that.
Do it.
Python 3 x07.py. Okay, so it knows some information. This we'll learn later what objects are. This is a Python object that has some information in it, but the information in this object is not actually the file data. To read the file, we're going to write a while loop. I mean a for loop. Sorry, not a while loop.
Yes.
So we're going to say for lx. Again, that line is a good name here, but I want to use a non-mnemonic variable. For line in fh. And then I'm just going to say print lx.
Like, I'm wondering, like, is he like doing this on purpose so that we get so pissed off at stupid having to guess what fh and lx and lh and fx are, that we like automatically like want to do actual like words? You know, is that what this is? Because I don't understand. Like, why teach us the bad way? Is this like a tried and true method to get us to do it the words way? You know, I don't know. Let's keep going.
Okay, so this is going to loop through every line in the file and print it out. I'm going to have to make this a little bigger now because it's going to be very chatty. So that is just a loop to read through. Maybe make this a little smaller. There we go. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Missing parentheses in call to print.
True.
What am I doing wrong here?
There's no freaking parentheses.
The problem is I've been using Python 2 for so long that when I'm not drinking enough coffee, then I'm going to talk Python 2. So the right way to do this, so let me just run this in Python. Never mind, I won't run it in Python 2. I'll just fix it. Because prints colon parentheses in Python 3. So I save it. And now let's run it again. Okay, so there you go. Now, as we scroll through this, you see right away the problem that, I'll get rid of that print statement right there. Let's get rid of that guy. Just delete him. We know how that line works. But you see this extra space, remember, because in the file, there is a new line. So if you go over here, we make this line.
Oh, yeah.
There is a non-printing character at the end of every line.
Ours did do that, didn't it? Ours did do that, didn't it? Let's fix that. I'm like lounging back in my chair. It's like 7 or something at night. I am not in full work mode. It's almost dark. Regardless, what we're gonna do here, I'm gonna sit up because I feel like a bum. All right, what we're gonna do here is we are going to open up our good old-fashioned text editor with our new found thing right there. All right, and so we're not only going to do line. Let's say line dot strip dot upper dot strip r strip dot upper. Let's save it. Control S. Let's open up the PowerShell or whatever we call it, and let's run it again. Somehow. So in wherever that is, there it is. Let's run it again. File name, notes. Come on. Notes.txt. Let's do it again. Notes.txt. Boom. All right. So I think there's no white space this time. Yeah. No white space. Okay. So we should have did that in the first place, but you know, it's an educational video, right? Let's watch the thrilling conclusion.
Line called the new line, which is the way in files we store the fact that
I'm pushing pause. I'll be back in just a minute. I have to go get a drink of some soda pops. Be back in a second. We'll do it sometime later. See ya. All right, I'm back. I shouldn't have moved the mouse, but whatever. Anyway, I'm back. Here we go.
That it goes back to the beginning. So it's like character, go back to the beginning. That was a new line. You know, character. The next character is a 3. The next character is a new line. And so it goes to the beginning of the next line. So that's the new line. And the print statement automatically adds a new line. And so in this case, we have one new line from the file, and then we have another new line.
Yes, just like we learned.
Okay. But that's okay. We can say ly equals lx.strip. Actually, rstrip. To strip the characters from the right-hand side, the non-printing characters from the right-hand side, and then we'll print out ly. So I'll clear my screen and run that again. So it is exactly the same thing, but you don't see all these blank lines. And so ly is a different variable. I made a strip of it.
Yeah, we should have done that.
I did printed ly instead of lx.
Let's do that. Let's go back. Because see, look. I haven't been doing this in a while. Actual whatever this is. Actual like algorithm solving. And I forgot that it's best practice to not do it like this, but to do it instead like this. And to say stripped line equals line.rstrip. All right. And then we'll say upper line equals stripped line dot upper, and then in here we will do upper line, boom. And then let's do a control S. Let's go down to the command line, run it again. All right. What's the name? Notes.txt, boom. And there we got it. It's still doing what we wanted it to do, but now it looks a little, I guess that's better. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know if that's better or not than just reading it all in one line, but I don't know. But that's what that's what they do. So that's what we'll do. Sometimes, sometimes it's good to conform to like techniques that are tried and true, but it's not good to conform to like crazy thought processes. It's crazy stuff. All right, so let's go. Let's go.
Printed LX, I'd get these extra blank lines. And so this is a very common thing. You open a file, you loop through it, through all the lines in the file, and then you throw away the non-printing characters at the end of the line, and then you do something with it. And so right now, we're just printing it. But what we're supposed to do in our assignment is make it uppercase. And so let's just call the upper method.
What? So I don't know what the rhyme and reason are that these guys use, honestly, because that is literally, you know what I'm saying? Literally, why not just put it all in one line? We'll figure that out. We'll figure it out later. We'll figure out what the best thing to do is later, honestly. Anyway, let's just keep going.
Okay. Make them all uppercase. See if that works. And there you go. And so now the line has been shouted. There's only one line and everything is fine, right? So it's been shouted, all uppercased. This little syntax here is what's called a method. This is a string variable, and upper is a method within the string variable that returns us an uppercased version of that. And again, that's object-oriented terminology, and we will learn about that in an upcoming chapter. But for now, we just sort of type it and understand it, and later.
So, okay, I think our strip is a function, okay, because it actually changes whatever the line is, right? But so does upper. Upper changes everything too. What am I talking about? I mean, just because this one removes it doesn't mean that it's not completely changing every lowercase character. Honestly, I have no idea what the rhyme and the reason is for this method and not this method. Where was it? This method right here. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But look at that. Doesn't that look professional? Doesn't that look good? Look, we're on our way, guys. We're on our way. We're on our way. Let's keep going.
You will understand better that there's a whole series of things you can do after this dot for a variable in Python. And so there you have the exercise 7.1 for the book Python for Everybody. I hope you found this useful. See you on the
Sure did. All right. All right. So there's that. We got it done. 31 minutes. I'm telling you, I gotta do these live because I hate watching these over again. I hate it. Like, I can't even imagine you guys watching it. It's fun saying this stuff, but like having to watch me go blah 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 blah. I'm just like, oh my, why? But whatever. Anyway, so there we go. We got that one done. What's this? What's unsaved? What's unsaved? Notes? Oh yeah, we did do something else. Let's save it. Forget about it. All right. Anyway, so yeah, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna do everything else in this one tomorrow. I don't really like the way it looks though. I don't really like the way that looks. I think it's because the tabs don't match up like they did on, see, because these tabs lengths are different than Notepad. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, we'll probably do it on this tomorrow, on the new videos. We'll probably do it this way. Not tomorrow. Oh, I'm getting a new computer in. Anyway, I already made that announcement, but we're gonna start doing live streams in a couple days. All right, so there's that. Let's go back to the main page. That's what we usually do. So there's that. Let's get out of this. Let's X out of that. We don't need that anymore. All right, so now let's do this. What does the word continue do in the middle of a loop? We know that. Skips to the code directly after the loop? Absolutely not. Skips to the next line in the code? Nope. Skips to the next iteration of the loop? I like that one. Skips to the next block of code? It does not do that either. All right, skips to the next iteration of the loop. Check the answer. Looks good. And submit it. All right. So now we're on to Python lists, and we'll see you next time.